Welcome back, everyone. We're going to continue on with the last page of this handout, so if you can get that out and follow along, that would be fantastic. Now, we looked previously at the sum of the exterior angles of a triangle. Now if we look at a quadrilateral, if I add up the exterior angles here, and if I label these A, B, C, and D, if I add them up, plus angle D, that again will equal 360 degrees. So if I want to find what angle X is, I can go angle X is going to equal 360, subtract these three others, subtract 88 degrees and 118 degrees and 94 degrees. When I do this, I find that X is 60 degrees. You will have noticed that the exterior angles of a quadrilateral and the exterior angles of a triangle, which was before, when we add them up, in both cases it is 360 degrees. So the sum of all exterior angles of any polygon will always equal 360 degrees. So what that means is, for example, here I have an octagon. I'm going to make my exterior angles like this. And if I just go around and I label them A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I simply add them up. Whoops. B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Yeah, and so if I add them up, so A plus B plus C plus D plus E plus A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H has to equal 360 degrees. Similarly with a pentagon here, and again, to find the exterior angles, all I can do is I just start here. I just follow along and continue on. So here's one of the exterior angles. I label that A. Once I get here, I make a left turn, and there's another exterior angle of B, and I continue on like that. C, continue on. Here's one, D, and continue on. And that's E. So that's just to show you how you find where the exterior angles are. Again, so to add all of these up, A plus B plus C plus D plus E, again, has to equal 360 degrees. Now, in here we have a blank space. This didn't print out, so what we've got here is the measure of the exterior angles of a regular polygon, and I'll define that in a minute for you. Is 36 degrees. How many sides does this polygon have? A regular polygon is a polygon in which all sides and angles you know what, I'm going to erase this here so it's more legible. All sides and angles are equal. That is what a regular polygon is. All sides and all angles are equal. So an equilateral triangle, for example, an equilateral triangle is a regular polygon. A square is a regular polygon. We also have here some what looks to be a regular octagon. All sides and all angles are equal. So the exterior angles of a regular polygon is 36 degrees. How many sides does this polygon have? So number of sides. Well, I know that the sum of all of the exterior angles again will be 360. And each side, so what I'm going to do, each side is divided evenly into 36-degree portions. What that means is that there are 10 sides. Okay? The next one we have here, just beginning the second last one here, Derek is building a deck for his summer job in the shape of a regular octagon. Define a regular octagon. Okay, so it's 8 sides. It's an 8-sided polygon. Equal angles, equal sides. Determine the measure of the sum of the interior angles of the deck. Alright. The interior angles, again, this is what we did before. If we recall, sum of interior angles, if we recall, it's n minus 2 times 180 degrees. N is my number of sides. It's an octagon, so it's going to be 8 minus 2, where n is the number of sides, times 180. Well, that's just 6 times 180, which is 1080 degrees. So if I add up all of the interior angles here, I have 10,080 degrees. Part C of this question. Determine the measure of each, and I'm going to put an interior angle here. So what this question is asking is, what is the measure of this angle there? Sorry. And this angle, and this angle. They're all going to be the same. Now the temptation might be, well, and I've seen this before, it's 360 divided by 8. That's not correct. That is not correct. What we've got to do, first of all, we're going to find this exterior angle here, and let's call that A. Alright? There's two ways we can do this. What we're going to do, I'm going to show you first way of using the exterior angles. Well, I know that if I add up all of my exterior angles here, again, that has to equal 360. Okay, so the exterior angles is going to be 360 divided by 8, which is 45 degrees. So this is 45 degrees here. What this means is that this angle here, my interior angle, has to be 180 minus this 45 here, because right here I have 180 degrees made up of this angle and this angle. So this is 45. This has to be 180 minus 45, which is 100 135 degrees. Another way that we can solve this for the 135 is, I know that the sum of the interior angles has to be 1080. So, the interior angle, if I have a total of 1080 degrees, and it's divided equally into 8 parts, I divide that by 8, and what I find is, lo and behold, it's 135 degrees, which is exactly what we got here. So the two ways we can look at this is we can find the value of the exterior angle, knowing that that you have a sum of 360 degrees, and then simply subtract that from 180 to get my 135. Or if we know the total sum of the angle of the interior angles, I can divide that by the number of angles I have, which is 8. And I get the same answer both times.